Well, one thing to make really clear, none of us inside of 343 look at this roadmap and are happy with it. All of us want to be doing things faster to deliver more content. We still have this desire to get into a rhythm, a healthy rhythm, where we can ship a season every 3 months. So for us internally, it was painful, frankly, to communicate this roadmap with a season that was going to run for another 6 months.
Now that is exactly what 343 needed to do a couple months ago. Having Joe Staten come on and just have a conversation about absolutely everything about the game. The lack of content, the community's concerns, the state of Infinite in general. Having Joe Staten come on, he is Halo. He has been there from the very start. It is absolutely incredible. From that one live stream, was better at communicating all the problems with the game and what 343 is doing more than every other blog post or communication they have done. I looked online after that live stream and everybody, or a very large majority, thank you for being honest. We know it's going to take time, but when you just have a real conversation that comes across as genuine, people really resonate with that. And that doesn't mean that people are happy with the game or they're happy with how the game has been handled, but they are happy that they feel like they're being listened to and that changes based on their feedback are being made to improve the game over time. I think that's a really important distinction to make. It's very important to give feedback that is constructive so then 343 can fix the game. It's one of the first pieces of communication I've seen where the community's reception to the live stream has actually drastically improved the overall vibe in the community. I read comments that had hope in them, optimism, positivity, something that has been lacking for the past 6 months. Now I've always said, and this happens with every 343 title, that at the start it's really rough, but then over time it gets pretty good. MCC is evident of that. MCC on PC, absolutely phenomenal now. Complete train wreck on launch. Joe Staten, whatever he is doing to manage the studio, steady the ship, get things in order so content is consistently coming out for the game after Season 2, it really seems like his experience and his passion for the series itself seems to fix things. So in the live stream itself, Joe went on to say that they're targeting quality of life updates, which actually validated what I guessed a couple months ago. I had a feeling they were going back to work on some things behind the scenes that they weren't happy with. Anti-cheat, the ranked experience. I know there's a lot of people who watch my videos who play ranked, and he addressed that. He said there's going to be more playlists and there's fundamental issues behind the scenes with how ranked is handled that they're going and targeting for building on what is already there. And that's great to hear. Desync is another big one that is being targeted, as well as how to file bugs and tickets, which if you don't know, submitting a ticket on the Halo Waypoint website for bugs is terrible, as well as reporting players, also really bad. So they're going to be streamlining that, I'm guessing. I would also assume they're going back to fix all of the technical debt and all the shortcuts they made to get the game out the door for last Christmas. Again, it's laying the foundation for streamlined content to be added in the future. Joe went on to talk about the drop pods. Now there was speculation that it was just going to be bug patches in the drop pods, but he's actually come out to say it'll be content as it's ready, and that made me think of Infection. Infection is almost ready, and I'm willing to wager come October, if it is done, we are going to have an Infection event to celebrate Halloween. Once everything is sorted behind the scenes, Joe came out to say 1 drop pod per month, and it can be content, bug fixes, just content in general, which is great. Some other little tidbits of news that you guys will be interested in. Campaign Co-op is virtually ready. It'll have a flight test out soon, which is great. The Forge beta will be a full release, so even though it's called a beta, it'll have all the features you would expect. They've been internally flighting Forge for 2 years. Once the community makes cool content, they will definitely be adding it to the game. The last thing I wanted to cover was Unisec actually showed off that the outlines can be turned off now. So a lot of you guys have been asking for the outlines to be completely gone, and now there's a slider that will allow you to do so. This will give the game a more classic feel, which I think is great. But that's going to wrap it up for today's video, guys. I think the game will thrive in the future. It's just going to take time to get there. But thank you all for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and I will see you guys later.